Hi guys! So in my last video, one of my friends gave me an old wooden desk. And I decided to take it apart and make a coffee table out of it. Now these are some of the parts that are left over once I finish the coffee table. And today, with the leftover parts, I'm going to use some of them and make a jewelry box. So to make this jewelry box, what I'm going to end up doing is using one of the drawers, and this is the leaflet. First thing I need to do is break down this drawer. So I cut my pieces using the miter saw on a 45-degree angle. I've got one for the front, one for the back, and two side pieces, as you can see, cut on the 45s. I'm going to cheat a little bit. They already had the groove in here to hold the old bottom of the drawer. So I'm going to use that for the bottom of the jewelry box. So now what I've got to do is take my measurements of how the box size is and actually cut this down so it fits into the grooves. Now that I have the front, the back, the two sides, and the bottom piece cut out, I'm going to glue them up, and while the glue's drying, it'll give me a chance to start working on the top piece of the jewelry box. So you can see I got my box here that I glued up already. This is the top I just made. I used my router going around. Now I got to glue it up. Once everything's glued, then my game plan is to use this table saw to cut the lid off. Just put a couple of clamps on this. So I've let the glue set up overnight. So now we're going to give it a quick sand. We're going to cut the top off on the table saw because right now it's just a solid box, as you can see. So I've got the box all sanded up and everything else, but I want to try and make a little shelf for on the top of this. So what I'm actually going to do is, this is the big drawer where you pull out from the desk and put all your pens and stuff. So I'm going to use this and incorporate it into my jewelry box. So there's a little shelf that you can remove that's on the top to put smaller items in. I'm going to add this here as an extra shelf. But I'm going to have to put a couple of supports to actually hold it up first. So the glue is all dry on the pieces I put inside to hold the shelf. It's time to stain it. Now some people use a brush, some people use a rag. I use either, it all depends on what I'm doing. Because this is smaller stuff, I'm actually just going to use a rag. The stain I'm using right here is called Golden Oak. So once this is all dry, we can start assembling it. Put the hinges on for the lid. So I've got this all clamped up so it doesn't move around. I'm going to install the hinges now. The one issue I ran into though is I ordered these nice decorative hinges for the back, and this is what I got. So, you know, buyer beware, I guess. I'm going to use them anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-drill some holes first. I've already marked where the hinges go, so all I got to do is drill. There's one. I'll just repeat the process on the other side. And then all I have to do is clear coat everything and we'll be ready for the reveal. Thanks for watching.